Welcome. I hope you are having a fantastic day. For anybody who doesn't know me, my name is Victoria. I'm going to be sharing 2 dog Kong recipes with you all today, and I hope you enjoy them. First, I want to start off by talking a little bit about Abby's diet so that it makes a little bit of sense, hopefully, for anybody who's curious. When I adopted Abby, she did not tolerate regular store-bought food like from the grocery store up here. She didn't tolerate like pedigree or Beneful or anything like that. She just would vomit anytime it was given to her. So we had to switch her to From, which is a holistic type kibble. So there's less ingredients, less preservatives, and stuff like that. So with dogs, they're kind of on a spectrum of different diets. You have, your regular run-of-the-mill kibble, then you have more holistic type kibbles with less ingredients, and then all the way at the other end of the spectrum, you have raw, which includes meat, bones, animal organs, and all different types of stuff. So we're kind of somewhere in the middle. I am very, very careful with what I feed Abby because she has had some stomach issues when she was younger. It turned out to just be an extremely long virus, which was not fun by any means, dealing with a sick puppy. So I'm just very, very careful with what I feed her, and you'll see in these Kong recipes they're fairly limited ingredients. So for anybody who doesn't know, this is what a Kong looks like. These are already stuffed and frozen because she didn't eat breakfast yet today. So it's just how the cookie crumbles this morning. So Kongs have a ton of benefits. They have a lot of health benefits for puppies. They encourage mental stimulation. They help with behavior modification, encourages physical activity, and they're entertaining. I also have this one, which is titanium. It's not an actual Kong. It is bigger than the regular Kong. I don't really have a preference with which one I think works better or anything, but I'm going to have links in the description to both Kongs and how to use them, how to clean them, and stuff of that nature. So Abby's basically out of kibble for her Kong, so I'm going to just walk you through really quick how I would do a typical day's kibble, and then I'm going to show you a fancier recipe. So for the first one, I just take a bunch of kibble, and this is not like for one meal. Keep in mind, this can be for several meals. So I just fill up a Tupperware, and this worked out really nice, kind of preparing it ahead of time because I've been flaring and not feeling well. This is just bouillon, which you can probably tell is extremely watered down. So sometimes I use this, sometimes I just use plain water. This just adds a little bit of extra flavor. And we just let this soak before sticking it in the Kong and freezing it. I typically freeze Kongs between 6 and 12 hours, which I know is a really long time. Most people only freeze them for, I think, 4 hours, their website said. So I'm also going to show you a little bit of a fancier recipe because I know that's not very exciting, her day-to-day one. This one is just a summer recipe. Like I said, very limited ingredients, and all the ingredients have a purpose. They have a lot of health benefits, which is why I really like them. So I will use like kibble like this once a week maybe. She'll get maybe 2 full Kongs of it, and that's it. So this that I'm making will last her quite a while. Usually I would say a couple weeks, which again is nice to not have to do it all the time, like soak food every day, because I used to do that and I just switched recently. So the first thing I'm going to add are just a couple of carrots, and carrots of course have tons of health benefits. I don't add a lot of anything because I don't want her to have to be eating it for like 3 months, to be quite honest. So carrots help lower blood cholesterol, reduces the risk of heart disease, can help with weight loss and maintaining a healthy weight, and it has vitamins A, B6, K1, and potassium, and of course other vitamins and minerals, but I'm not going to list them all for everything. Okay, I'm also going to add watermelon. She's not like a huge watermelon fan. She'll eat it when it's in like something with stuff, But if I were to go offer her a piece of watermelon, she'd honestly just give it back to me. So watermelon helps with their eyesight. It helps with hydration, and it has lots of vitamin C, potassium, magnesium, and vitamin A. So next I'm going to add some apple, which is probably one of Abby's favorite things. And whatever I don't use for her Kong, somebody else, human or another animal, will be eating it. I like to take off the skin for her. I don't know. I think they can eat skin. I think it's more so personal preference with that. And of course, apples have antioxidants, vitamin K, fiber, calcium. It's good for their GI tract, healthy skin, and has dental benefits. And I know some people even just core out the middle of the apple and stick like peanut butter in it or something, and that'll be like their puppy's treat for the day. Okay, and one other thing that I have to grab, which I completely forgot, is extra yogurt, which is yogurt. I forgot the yogurt. Again, this is not something Abby eats like on its own ever. It's just not her. Not a lot. And you want to check, I'm going to have the sweetener in the description because I cannot pronounce it. But you're going to want to make sure that your yogurt or anything you give your dog does not have that sweetener, because it is deadly for them. And I just add a little bit of water, not even much. So yogurt, of course, has probiotics, which is just as important for dogs as it is for humans. Protein, calcium, phosphorus, and B12. It's good for muscles, bone health, and keeping the GI tract regular. So after adding all my ingredients, I just put it in the NutriBullet and mix it up a little. Alrighty. And I'm going to have a lot of links in the description, which I'm hoping you guys will find helpful. And you just basically add it like that. And then this will kind of just sit and soak for a while, and then I will add it to the Kong. So I hope you guys find this helpful. There are tons of health benefits for dogs using Kongs. It is important that they don't eat too quickly, because that can actually be deadly for some dogs if they get too much air in their tummy from like scarfing down their food regularly. So having them eat at like a slower pace is good. And if you've been around here and you've seen anything about Abby, even on my Instagram, she eats pretty slow for a puppy. She does tons of games and Kongs and all these different things. I know a lot of people just use a lot of processed stuff in Kongs. I'm not a fan of using processed anything for her because she gets sick. And like I said, it's no fun to deal with a sick puppy. So I will add these to the Kongs, and I will have tons of links in the description. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and that you find it a little bit helpful. Have a fantastic day. Bye.